Alright, well, you heard the man. Let's get this party started. Yeah. Man, I just love the scenery right here. And right off the bat, you get... I love the fact that you get a branching pathway right here. You can choose up to 3 rails you could take. You know. They all basically lead to the same area, but one has less enemies, one has more obstacles, things like that, so pick your poison. You know, that's another thing that Sonic Heroes does right. It does have some branching pathways, not all the time, but, you know, I love being rewarded for that kind of curiosity. And modern Sonic games, you don't get that. Everything's just so linear. Like, you don't get branching pathways. You know, the only time I like branching pathways in a video game is if I'm taking shortcuts. I don't like branching pathways if I have to 100% a game, like in Crash Bandicoot, where I have to take branching pathways to take out a few enemies, or well, not enemies, destroy some boxes, and then I have to backtrack where the camera doesn't help, and then of course, and not die. It's even worse if you're taking the death route, but oh well. Yeah, I'll say, like, damn. Yeah, like, where the hell did Eggman get all the money to where did Eggman even get all the money to even fund for all this? This is just so dope. Like, how do you get the money to build all this stuff? Look at all this. It's odd because by the time Sonic 4 Episode 1 came out, a lot of people would assume that, you know, the reason why they went with the rehashed boss fights is because people were assuming that Eggman was probably broke at that time, so he just went with older designs. You know, because all this stuff right here, it's fucking expensive. You know, and we're just talking, you know, $2003. We're not even talking $2020. If you want to take that into inflation, just think of a number in your head and how much money would all of this have cost in 2003, and then just use an inflation calculator in 2020. See how much would that cost now. Alright, you got this propeller section, not too difficult. Yeah, if you get hit by the targets, you just lose rings, so don't worry. It's not one of those bullshit sections where if you get shot, you die instantly, like you just let go of the propeller, you all die. No, you just lose rings, so I do like that, just in case if you can't avoid the shots. You know, but me, like I said, I mean, I played Sonic Heroes so many times, you know. To me, the only way to do this game justice is to make sure it's an all A rank run. That's just the way I am. I'm kind of picky like that. You know, it's just the way I am. Like, I love this game to death so much, I want to finish it off with an A rank. You know, that's why. So, if you're probably wondering, like, why am I playing some, you know, why am I doing all these objectives? Can't you just ignore all these enemies and just move on? I could, theoretically, but, you know, it does extend the length. I apologize for that, but at the same time, I love this game to death so much. Like, no, I mean, I'm gonna play this game my way. That's called, you know, playing it the intent. I could play it the intended way, but I want to get A ranks. You know? Yeah, like, after the main adventure, I can show off the extra missions. For sure. Fuck yeah. Oh, that is so badass. I love the Rocket Excel in this game. I know a lot of people do not like the Rocket Excel. I understand that. It's basically a makeshift boost. Oh, fuck yeah, I got the rainbow rings. Alright, let's light speed dash for an extra 800. Okay. Should have got 1,000, but whatever. Yeah, like, I love the fact that that the Rocket Excel is like a makeshift boost, in a way. I mean, I know it's not, you know, I know this was the game that basically omitted the spin dash, and to this day in modern Sonic games we have not even seen the spin dash, not counting Sonic Lost World, because that was a different mechanic they went with. But I guess you could count Lost World, even though that wasn't a traditional spin dash, but it was a spin dash nonetheless. Okay, so right here, just avoid getting shot. We could get this done with the power of friendship. Ugh, it's like we're going all Yu-Gi-Oh here, like, seriously. Well, you have the friendship symbols right there in your hands. The only difference is it's 3 characters instead of 4. And no female. Yeah. You know, I'm surprised I get to see a Sonic game that uses that Yu-Gi-Oh reference. You know, especially in Boom, you know, because you do have Amy there, so you have 4 characters. I was surprised they didn't go that Yu-Gi-Oh route. You know, adding those cringe lines, but whatever. Man, look at this air fleet, seriously. Like, how much money did Eggman spend on this? The Air Armada. Yeah, it sucks that we never seen this kind of armada ever again, because we never really go, you know, we really never go into space again after this. I mean, well, Shadow the Hedgehog you kind of do, but yeah, you kind of do. You know, every other game we never go into space again, not counting Sonic Colors, of course, because that game you're automatically in space, so you really can't count that. Yeah, plus the kick-ass music is so badass, so what do you want out of me? Yeah, so right here it could get a little boring here and there, but just avoid obstacles, just use good judgment. You know, me, I'm just trying to avoid getting hit just because I want to get the A rank, that's just the way I am. More battleships. Damn, somebody's fucking paranoid. And this is just the outside. Just imagine going on the inside. Yeah. So yeah, speaking of that, I mean, I'm just trying. Speaking of that, I'm trying to figure out, like, you know, I'm trying to figure out what the sequel is gonna be for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, because you know there's gonna be a sequel coming. You know, I know this is kind of, you know, like, you know, recently, but I'm trying to figure out what direction they're gonna go with the sequel. You know, I don't think they're gonna go into space. You know, they can make it happen, you know, going into space, but I don't know. The only question is, how are they gonna make sense? The only question is, how the hell is never mind. Just ignore that fucking enemy. Just Rocket Excel, and we're done. That pose, that's so badass. They're all posing at the same time. We're getting our mission clear result. All right, I'll see you in the next area.
That was tight.
All right, now we're in Final Fortress, and right off the bat, everything is collapsing, and so don't try to lollygag too much. Oh boy, I picked the wrong path. Okay, I got a shield just to be safe. Oh, I hate these fucking Titan enemies. It's a good thing. All right, it's a good thing I got hit early. You know, it's always good getting hit early because at least you weren't holding, like, let's say 100 rings, and then you'll lose them. Alright. Yeah, so Final Fortress, this stage right here, it's very intimidating because you can't lollygag too much. You gotta do some strict platforming, you can't fuck around too much because the level's trying to collapse, so be careful right here. Yeah, I'm surprised there were no electric barriers right there. That would have made the area more intimidating. Alright, we got another free shield and a free team blast because we're gonna run into some Mook enemies right about now. Alright, let's take this fucker out. Yeah, the good thing is about these giant Mook enemies is you're guaranteed to get a level up. As Knuckles just showcased. Alright. Yeah, the platforming here can be very intimidating, especially if you're, if it's one specific character. So right here, you could switch into flight formation if you're a little bit paranoid. But me, you know, I know how to use Sonic so much, so I'm just gonna jump off and just use the tornado attack. You know, right here could be very intimidating, so I can understand why you want to switch to flight formation. That way, you know, you could at least control your speed. Because when you're in flight formation, you don't really go that fast. But when you're in speed formation, you actually go a lot faster. Alright. Free one up. Alright. Let's rail grind. Alright, perfect. Now we take the upper path. Yeah, this is a secret shortcut, actually. Look at Sonic right in that pole. Ugh, that Sonic's so dirty. Alright, let's go. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. You were supposed to tug it to the wall. Now I gotta take the lower path. Alright, not a problem. Yeah, well, Knuckles can take care of this. Yeah, because in this stage right here, you fight a lot of the T-1000 or T-2000 robots. The ones that shoot at you, those are the ones you fight. And I lost my shield there. Thanks, Nux. Alright, here's the T-2000 robot. Yeah. Yeah, for taking these out, I believe you get 2,000 points for taking these out individually. So if you're going for the A rank, you gotta take these robots out, because not only are they guarding the gate, but majority of them, they give you a lot of points. Oh, they give you 10,000 points. Okay. Yeah, because I believe the A rank for this stage is, I believe, over 70,000 or 65,000. I don't remember. Oh, this part right here. Yeah, it's a good thing the rail grinding actually works in this game. Shit, try doing this shit with forces mechanics. You'll be fucking up here a lot. Trust me on this. Alright, I love that pose right there. And just go left here. Jump. Oh, that's a cute animation right there. Sonic was hanging onto that pole for your dear life. Had to point that out. Alright. Alright, perfect. I got it this time. And I fucked it all up. Whatever. Sometimes the game can fuck with you like that. Like, I clinked to the wall. I was trying to homing attack it to the wall. And then I lost my grip and I took the lower path. Whatever. You know, some of these enemies you could ignore, like the smaller robots, you could ignore those because they don't really give you that many points. Like these T-1000 or T-2000 robots, always take them out because they're guaranteed to give you at least 10,000 points. Alright, here we gotta flip 3 switches to move on, but first to these fucking cannons.
Seems like we have to activate all 3 switches.
Alright, what's the last one? There it is. To get this damn air vent to work. Okay. And we got 2 giant Titan enemies right there. Okay. No problem. Knuckles can handle anything. He ain't afraid of nobody. Yeah, at least it's not the Titan enemies that have the helmets. Those are the worst to face because then you have to stun lock them to get the helmet off. Then you gotta do combat. It's just so tedious. Look at Knuckles getting his time to shine. That's so badass, him rail grinding while holding his other two buddies like boxing gloves. That's so dope. Alright, now we're going to the upper area right here. Alright, take this upper path right here to get a secret shortcut. And take, I believe right here you should get a shield. And I missed it. Alright, that tends to happen. And I missed it, and I missed the rainbow rings. Great, I missed everything. Yeah. Yeah, you could just, yeah, normally would think you could ignore this, but I'm not. Like I said, these robots give you 10,000 points, and plus the regular bonus you get from taking out all enemies. So don't try to ignore these enemies unless you don't give a shit about the A rank or whatever, so that way you could, but in that case you could. Alright, now we gotta flip the switch here. Oh, I hate flipping these switches right here. Because it's right by a pit. It's right by a pit. Alright, right here we're gonna have a giant Titan right here. Yeah, Knuckles could take care of it. Ah. Damn it, Knuckles. I was counting on you. Now we gotta waste the Team Blast on these things. Ugh, motherfucker. It was only 1 Titan. We still have to fight like 2 more of these fucking things. And there they are.
Leave them to me, Sonic.
No, Knuckles. I gave you that opportunity last time and you fucked me over. Or did I? Nah, Sonic took care of it with his level 3 OP homing attack. Okay, this part right here can really fuck you over. There we go. Alright, we should be heading towards the home stretch. All we gotta do is take out the last set of enemies right here guarding this gate. Just take out these fuckers right here. And we should be heading towards the last rail grinding section. Come on, Knuckles. There we go. There we go. Alright, Knux, you redeem yourself. Alright, here's the home stretch right here. This rail grinding section right here can really fuck you up. So I can get a little nervous right here because you can't screw this part up, and you have a giant fuck you laser towards the end, so be careful. Make sure you're not in flight formation at all during this rail grinding section. You gotta be either in speed formation or in power formation, whatever you prefer. Yeah, so make sure you're not in flight formation when you're rail grinding at all here, because the lasers are gonna hit you. Then you have one giant fuck you laser towards the end. Alright, right here, just be careful. Don't panic, don't panic. Alright, it's this one right here. I mean, I believe in flight formation you could ignore this laser. I've seen it done before, but I've never personally done it. You know, because I play smart when I play this game. You know, I don't want to be a risk taker all the time. There we go. Destroying the establishment at the ankles of big business. I had to say it. Alright, that should do it. And I'll join you for the boss fight. Alright, later.
Perfect.
This time you won't get away!
Give it up.
This looks like checkmate, Doctor.
Enough of this! Sonic, Tails, Knuckles! I will be your maker! I'll show you what real evil is!
Big guy, don't hold anything back.
Alright, now we're fighting the final boss fight, the Egg Emperor, and motherfucker, I got hit. Now, it's okay. The Egg Emperor, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, this boss fight is fucking difficult if you don't know what you're doing. What I would recommend for this boss fight is make sure that you have a level 2, have Tails at level 2, and you're basically gonna win this fight. Because every Eggman fight does have an exploit for every character. Now, right here, all you gotta do is take out the cannons, and then fire at Eggman with Thunder Shoot, and you basically have him in a stun lock. You basically stun lock Eggman, and try to attack Eggman. But try to be fast about it, because you do go into another cycle if you take too long with Eggman. Alright, where the fuck is he? Okay. Motherfucker, man. That's what I get when I try to be a Maverick. There you go. This is how you're supposed to do it. Just thunder shoot him. And I'm getting fucking hit. Well, yeah, I forgot to take out the enemies. So now it's going to target the enemies. But this is how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to spam thunder shoot and hit Eggman that way. But because I took too fucking long, now I'm going to have to go into another cycle. Alright, and by the way, don't let Eggman go too far, because he does an annoying-ass attack, the charge, which is an unavoidable attack, by the way. If he hits you with that charge, you're getting fucking hit. It's even worse if you get hit if you're in mid-air. So try not to, so don't let Eggman get too far away. I always like that laugh. Kind of reminds me of Seth Rollins' evil laugh back when he was a heel in WWE. I'm surprised he didn't bring that evil laugh back. I know with his current gimmick, it sucks they never brought that evil laugh back. I mean, he is a heel right now with the stable that he has right now. All right, there we go. Yeah, we should be done. There we go. Yeah, suck it, Eggman. And that's it. I love the theme. It's so kick-ass.
All right.
Alright, that should do it for this, for Team, Sonic story, and, Team Rose should be next. And I'm gonna be looking forward to that one. I hope you will too. Alright, later.
The three of us are unstoppable.